Hey everybody, it's Gerardo, Mokdong Branch. This is the C2 Albatross Lesson 6 post-vlog. Alright, so the project did not go as I expected it to go. I wanted to use Comic Strip It, and instead, in all three of my C2 Alba classes, the majority of the kids wanted to actually record themselves. And keep in mind that these are all middle school students. So we changed it up again within the class, keeping the same structure, but instead of using comic strips and still pictures, actually having them record themselves playing different roles in different conflicts. So because they wanted to record themselves, I had them focus mostly on interpersonal conflicts, because it was the logistics of having group vs group conflicts would be too difficult in the actual recording. So we ideated and we came up with a lot of different characters that we could utilize in these different conflicts. Or what the characters were basically who resides in a school during school hours. Came from like students, teachers, superintendents, principals, vice principals, deans, going down to like cooks and janitors and school counselors, school nurses, etc. So they pinpointed different characters that they wanted to actually have conflicts with each other, and said why these two people would actually have a conflict. There were some very common conflicts, like two friends conflicting with each other because of a falsified rumor. There was also a few students ideated a school cook and a school janitor having a conflict based on not washing their hands before cooking, or not liking the food that the cook prepares for the janitor, which was quite funny actually, which I'll show you in a bit what they ended up coming up with. So many of the kids decided to use some of the props that I had in my prop bag to identify themselves with different characters, but a lot of them just went natural and portrayed themselves as the characters they were. Mostly it was groups of 3, so there was 2 actors and 1 recorder, and some of these students actually used some of the apps that I introduced them to, such as VideoFX, to show different ways in how the conflict escalates, or during the conflict they would use a specific camera frame, and it would make the conflict look very interesting, which I'll show you again at the end with the rest of the... There was one problem with one class, and it had to do with teamwork. They just couldn't decide who would be the actors and who would be the recorder, and I had to step in a lot and actually be like, okay, all of you are gonna act and I'm gonna be the recorder, just to try to end this type of conflict within the project about conflicts. So it was kind of interesting. But what they had done, which was kind of funny, is use a conflict that is quite common in our Albatross C2 class within previous weeks, and show it in their actual video, and it ended up getting a lot of laughs from the rest of the students, so they had a lot of fun with this. So let me show you some of the clips from some of my students real quick.
What? Changing the interior? Why? Yes, I think the classroom is so dirty. It's okay. You can study, then it's okay. No. Why? Oh, you! Hey, you. What is this hair, this phone, and this skirt? Are you crazy?
Oh, hey, for your first date!
What are you doing?
That was C2 Albatross Lesson 6 post vlog. I hope it helps you out with further Albatross projects or any other level. This is Gerardo from Mokdong Branch. See you next time. Peace.